Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Naruto Shippuden episode 73. What happened last time?
Last time, we saw the Two Tails, and that was pretty exciting. She looks epic. She looks super cool. And then, she got pinned to a wall while weird religious guy was doing some sort of ritual.
Whose name is...
I forget his name.
We only heard their names once. Yeah, and Naruto's still training for his jutsu.
Yeah, he's going on a million shadow clones at once, all doing the same thing, and he's making some progress there. So, yeah. Oh, and those guys, the members of the Ikotsky who just got the Two Tails, have been going around in the vicinity attacking every village, and the only village left, I think. They're like the only village left that they haven't attacked is the Leaf Village. So
yeah, we're getting right into this. I've seen Naruto before. Lindsay has not, so she doesn't know what's going to happen, and I do. Hope you leave a like on the video. It really helps us out, and it really helps our videos out when you guys like the video. So thank you very much for those of you who do, and subscribe as well. And check out our Patreon to get a week ahead on Naruto Shippuden and other series, including uncuts for this reaction and many others. Including OVA reactions and OP reactions, a bunch of cool stuff, exclusive and early on patreon.com/boldcast. Check that out, link in the description. And support the official release. Watching Crunchyroll, Netflix, do what you gotta do. Don't come here to watch the show, come here to hear what we have to say and see our review and reaction. Let's go!
oh, it's Venus flytrap guy again.
Zetsu.
Surrounded by blasphemers and ignorant heathens.
You're wrong. The only thing you can have faith in is money.
There you go again. This side job of yours has made us fall behind in our Jinchuriki hunt. That's not all.
Listen, I only teamed up with you because you said religion was profitable. Instead of the Ikotsky's purse strings, I'm the one who should be complaining.
Leave the Two Tails to me.
You know, the super secret deluxe special Naruto Uzumaki Rasengan, or whatever it's called.
Let's review the change in chakra nature.
His own personal jutsu literally just turns out to be a different kind of Rasengan. It's just a different color or some shit.
With chakra nature.
You remember what we've done so far?
Right. Multi-shadow clone jutsu. Okay, finally and sharply. That's the key.
That's what Asuma said, finally and sharply.
We did it! I think Kakashi-sensei, not bad, huh? I think...
The multi-shadow clones were helpful before as a way of accelerating the training time, but there's no need for him to knock himself out using them now.
It takes just as long as it normally would
It
have.
was just a review, he didn't need to waste all... Oh shit.
We're almost there.
Yeah, right. That's what you keep saying, but... you're kidding. More climbing? There better be a Jinchuriki at the end of this, because if there's not, I'll get mad. And you know what happens when I
I don't
get...
give a damn what happens. And if you don't stop whining like a spoiled brat, I'll kill you.
Oh, come on. What's that about? You trying to scare me or what?
Put it all in order within 2 or 3 days and have it ready for distribution. I'm counting on you. Understood, milady.
She's looking ragged.
Yeah, she's got like the lines under her eyes.
Sorry to put you through this, Shizune, but we can't just sit around and do nothing.
Why don't we resume after you've rested a bit more?
What'll the next step be?
The next step? The next step will be to cut that waterfall.
What?
Press your hands to the water and cut the flow by slamming it with wind chakra.
Cut the flow? But it's a waterfall.
That's right, and that means in order to be successful, you'll need a large amount of change in chakra nature.
If you're able to pull it off, it's something you'll always be able to use in battle.
Are you guys saying if I can pull this off, I'll have achieved my first change in chakra nature?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Getting even better than I thought.
I never could have imagined that clumsy little Naruto would achieve change in chakra chakra nature so quickly. Training method was a brilliant success.
Is that why you ignored him for 4 years as a teacher?
Break time's over. Let's get back to training.
Imagine, I mean, like, Jiraiya was, like, a really good teacher for Naruto, but imagine if Kakashi had just been doing this
Yeah, exactly.
for years.
Instead, he just chose Sasuke. It's pretty cool.
That was really cool. Looks like a little...
This new track.
Got it.
Whoa, not so fast.
I really like those things. I don't know why. They're just kind of cute.
I wonder what animal they're supposed to represent. They kind of look like wolves or dogs, but
Yeah.
I imagine, like, maybe because
But
like
they're foxes.
foxes are meant to like guard shrines and stuff like that. Maybe that's what they are.
They're just like, imagine birthday candles, but like that.
That would be an epic like Etsy store item. Birthday candles shaped like those things. Ooh, Naruto. Look at you.
Exactly. Finely and sharply. That's the trick.
Finally and sharply. Okay, let's do it. Right. On here. Cut the flow. We can't even budget. Come on, let's try again. All right.
As we expected, this will probably take a while.
Nothing we can do but be patient.
Yamato actually has to be doing work at Kakashi?
Is that a turtle on the wall? What the fuck?
Everything I need. Yep. Now I can make some of my own special Sakura food pills.
Just all day. All day.
Brutal. At least he'd be nice and cool.
That's true. Hey, Yamato, it doesn't...
Start losing his patience right about.
It doesn't look like he's about to turn into the fox. Why don't you make me a nice place to seat? Oh, shit.
Are you sure this is the right place?
We'll see. This is no ordinary temple, so the odds are good.
What's going on? Someone is
Okay.
broken the iron wall seal. Alert Lord Shiniku.
Like they willingly convert to the way of Jashin? No converts here.
Members of the Ikotsky, my lord!
I knew they'd come calling someday. But... All right, I will go. Tell the others to stand by.
Ah, here comes another highly virtuous fellow.
This one's more than just virtuous. According to our bingo book, his head's worth 30 million.
Hey, we're not doing this just for the bounty, are we? Monk for worldly gain is a ticket to damnation, my friend.
They say that money talks wherever you go.
I don't know what your business is here, but turn around and keep moving.
You won't kill us without a cause, is that it? Charming.
This fire temple is the most famous shinobi temple in the land of fire. They say all its monks wield a special power known as the Gift of the Sages.
Gift of
Especially
the
this one
Sages?
worth 30 million. He's an elite ninja who was once one of the guardian shinobi 12 that protect the ruler of the land of fire. The proof is there on his waistcloth. The fire emblem.
Really?
Or you'll die.
Give me a break. Not that again. Shut up, Kakazu. Move it.
This is so fucking dope.
This is very new. This is very different.
What the devil is that?
Don't care what it is. Just keep pressing the attack.
This has reminded me of another shonen series that I've seen.
Whoa.
I did not realize just how like it was. It's almost exactly like, I can't say it because it's a spoiler, but you guys know if you've seen it. This is crazy. It's like telekinesis almost.
You're just getting the shit beat out of them.
Just fucking up these two members of the Ikotsky. Holy fuck.
I will grant you a funeral. I couldn't bear having another religion's funeral rites spoken over me. Jashin would surely punish me. Since this one's no Jinchuriki, I can go ahead and obey Jashin's commandments, right?
Do what you like with it.
for people to behave. Disgusting. Just stay out of it, Kakazu.
It's disgusting. I'd rather just beat him to a pulp and then feed him to the dogs.
Shinobi of the Fire Temple will never be defeated by the likes of you. Raigo! Thousand Hand Strike!
That's some crazy shit, man.
It always freaks me out because I always get happy that he's dead, but it's part of his thing.
Any Jinchuriki hosts to be found here after all.
I want the bounty. Money comes first.
Well, so much for
You
Chiriku.
know something? In case you hadn't noticed, you're really beginning to irritate me.
I must inform the Leaf Village.
Fine, but like I've always said, if we fall behind, it's because of you. Damn it, that hurts.
Ugh.
Will you wait for me? Hold on.
Kakashi-sensei! Hey, maybe I need more shadow clones, huh?
What you need is to transform a massive amount of chakra into wind to cut that waterfall. Make too many clones, and each one's chakra will be that much weaker.
Come on, Kakashi! There's gotta be a trick to this.
You're not storing the chakra you create inside yourself long enough. Take more time. Be more thorough.
If it takes that long, what use is it on the battlefield?
You're still in training, Naruto. Don't worry about the battlefield. Once you get used to it, it'll flow.
He's
faster.
so impatient.
Oh, for Christ. Listen, the change in nature usually takes years to perfect. Even leaf cutting normally takes 6 months, at least.
You mastered it in only a few hours.
Even Sasuke, when I taught him the Chidori, took quite a few days to achieve the lightning change of nature.
That's just it. Sasuke's the one I want to catch up with.
Oh my god.
Very well.
Holy. Just an insanely huge waterfall.
But if you have too many clones, then it won't work. Well, if you say so. Wait just a moment.
That was tough even for you, wasn't it?
No, not at all. Oh, it was nothing. I'm fine.
It was tough. Nothing
I
to
mean,
grudge
he's
about.
been working for like, he's been standing there for so long, for like an entire day. And then he has to make this like huge waterfall. Oh my god.
Dakala, please kiss me all night. Do you know that's what it was saying?
No.
Now let's try it together. Snake, sheep, monkey, boar, horse, tiger. That's right.
Try it.
Don't worry, Sasuke.
He just does it. It somehow actually works. You just destroy your entire house.
Next time. Bye-bye.
That's cute.
Tsunade's down there in the office like, is it getting hot in here? So what did you think of that episode?
A lot of interesting new stuff going on. So we learned that there are 12 guardian shinobi, and they are in charge of like protecting. So and they have that little like bandana but around their waist.
It's a waistcloth, yeah.
Does Asuma also have one of those?
He does indeed also have one of those.
I had been wanting to bring it up last episode, but
That he
then
has
I
that
didn't.
little bit of flair that no one else has.
No, that they kept zooming in on like his crotch area and like filming him from the waist down multiple times in the last few episodes, and I was like, why the fuck do they keep doing that? But I just didn't. I was like, oh well, maybe they just didn't want to draw people's mouths moving, so they like just went in a different. They just did something kind of weird there, but now it makes more sense because they were like showing it off so that when you saw the next one, then you would remember.
Exactly. That's 100% right.
Oh yeah, because he was all like protecting the king in that other one.
The feudal lord.
Yeah. Oh, the feudal lord.
The king was referring to the like shogi problem.
And then yeah. So he was just doing all missions, but that's interesting. Now they're bringing a lot of new stuff in this arc especially. Like the first arc, it was sort of the same shit that we knew already, which was the Ikotsky just going with their plan and like reintroduction to like all our main characters and like sort of what they're doing. And then the next arc was like Sai and then just like looking at Sasuke for 5 minutes, or rather 5 episodes. And then this arc, now they're introducing like a way more advanced addition to the power system and how everything works.
Oh, the change in chakra nature. Yeah.
Like the chakra natures, that's all new, and now they're introducing the 12 Guardian Shinobi, they're introducing more members of the Ikotsky, and like showing how fast they're moving, and also that they kind of all have their own things going on for them.
Yeah, a lot of this arc, like to a lot of people, and I guess to me, signifies like the start of Shippuden proper. Previously, the last 2 arcs, like the one before this was obviously mostly bullshit, but like up to the point where Naruto is done his training, meets Sasuke again, that's like build up for the rest, for actual Shippuden, as far as I'm concerned, and I think most people would agree. Not that those arcs don't matter. It's that, like, those are sort of, like, especially the first arc is, like, a very transitional, look how much things have changed, here's a bunch of new stuff, here's, like, how the world's changed, here's the Sand Village, all this shit.
But it's good because it really sets you up to, like, get back into it and be accustomed to them as they are now, without being like, oh, Naruto's back, and here's this whole new shit about chakra, and here's these new guys, and here's this, and here's that, like, yeah. So that's a little bit interesting. And these guys, similar to Deidara and Sasori, we're seeing like their personalities a bit, but these guys seem to have a little bit more going on for them, because rather than it just being like, I don't like to be kept waiting, and then we get the backstory later, now we're getting like a guy who's obsessed with money, and a guy who's obsessed with his, like, religion,
yeah.
Which is kind of an interesting...
It's similar, like, they put people with similar but, like, opposites, so there's sort of 2 sides of the coin type thinking here. Like, before it was art is an explosion, or art is eternal, and then this one, it's, like, full-on, like, soulless capitalism, basically, and then, this like weird twisted religion, but like he's very pious. Everything he does is about this. But it's also interesting. What I find interesting about Hidan is that he doesn't act like a monk, like the monks we just saw. Is like he's also super religious, just like them.
Yeah,
and like very principled.
But his religion is very, very specific, and I wonder how many people are under
part
this
of a
religion.
Blood cult, like
because it's literally his entire religion is just like kill people, and then do a weird ritual with a wooden stake through your body.
Yeah, he basically is like killing in the name of his lord, essentially. And that's why when he showed up at the temple, he was just like, no converts here. Looks like you're all fair game. Because apparently it's like the idea being you're worshiping another god, you're an infidel. I can kill you, and it's fully in line with my god. Like me serving my god if I'm eliminating the followers of eliminating blasphemers who follow this other religion. So that's cool.
Yeah, it's interesting. And it'll be interesting, like, I guess it's interesting because he still joined the Ikotsky, which is made up of members who have nothing to do with his weird religion. But, obviously, whatever they're doing is working towards his goal of killing people. So...
He seems to get to kill a lot of fucking people. I guess
it really works out well for him.
Yeah. It's an interesting way of creating a villain who is, like, kind of funny, but, like, is just so fucked up. Like, his whole thing, like, a lot of villains are like, oh, I want to change the world in my vision or whatever. I want to make people bend to my will. But some villains that are, like, really crappily written, or, like, people criticize them for being like, He just wants to kill people. He wants to destroy the world. Why? What the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. But this guy's like, no, he wants to. He does, but it makes sense because he's following like a religion, I guess. I don't know. It puts an interesting spin on that usually like really flat bullshit motivation.
Yeah. and yeah, so it also makes sense because if he was like just blindly wanted to be the ruler of the world and like do all this, then he would probably want to be like the head of any kind of group he was in. Like if you were the type of person who wanted to kill literally everybody else and wanted to be like the ruler of a world, so, like some villains, then you wouldn't like just be off on these weird missions that you were kind of told to go on.
Like it's clear based on what he's, I don't know, kind of like what like it's clear based on how he acts that he doesn't seem to like have these greater, higher, crazy. Maybe he does, but based on what he's doing, he doesn't like seem to have all these crazy aspirations. Like
he seems
world
to just be
domination.
doing what he's doing.
Yeah,
and the Ikotsky are helping him do that, and maybe will even help him once they get all the ginger. Maybe it will even help him get to the next level where he can kill people even better or even more. Even though he doesn't seem to be having a problem with it right now. We also saw that monk's abilities, which was very different.
The gift of the 8 sages.
So that was interesting because then he was like, it seemed like he was calling on the power of like other things. Mm-hmm. Rather than bringing out chakra from inside of him to give him power, he was like using the power of some kind of being. And of course, Naruto.
Training away.
Training. I'm sure it'll be so much easier with 1,000,000 clones.
Yeah, I love how Kakashi was, like, even said, like, the more clones you have, the more difficult it will be. And then, like, also Kakashi, 5 seconds later, hey, Tenzo, why don't you let him make, like, 50,000 more clones?
See, yeah, Naruto, it's so funny because Naruto is just like, yeah, I wanna do this and I wanna do it fast. And it's like, okay, well, if you have 1,000,000 clones, you're not gonna do it that much faster. Because there's the same amount of chakra, regardless of how many clones there are. It's the same amount, just spread more thinly. So it helps when you're learning something, but not necessarily when you're trying to actually do something. So
yeah, because when he was just doing the leaf, it doesn't take that much chakra to do. Therefore, you can make a lot of clones, and it will accelerate your process because you'll learn faster. But if what you're having the same amount of clones with such little chakra, it doesn't matter if you're not going to be able to learn faster because literally it's impossible for
it will
1/100th of your person to like cut this thing, although it seems like he's going that route. And he does have a lot of chakra, so we'll see how that turns out in the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed the reaction review, unless there's anything more you want to talk about.
No, that was it.
Check out Patreon to get a week ahead if you just can't wait for tomorrow's episode, or for Monday, because this is going up on Friday. If you're watching on Patreon, thank you very much for your support. We'll see you in the next one. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.